Hey, what's up YouTube? So it's recently occurred to me that I get a lot of value out of other users' videos on various topics, so I thought I would make a video here of something that I didn't find a lot of information available on, and that would be servicing the air conditioning system on a 1992 Ford F-Series truck, in this case an F150 with a 4.9 liter straight six. So what I'm going to do here is just a basic walkthrough of what we have, what the parts are, and what you might need to replace if you're trying to get your system up and running. So over here, this is the pressure switch. Now I'm still using an old pressure switch from the R12 system, and I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but they are replaceable without dismantling the entire system, so I'm just going to give it a go. The big black can here is your accumulator, or sometimes called a receiver dryer. You're going to want to replace that if you're servicing the system. And inside the black plastic box, attached to this tube and this tube further down, is your evaporator core. Now inside this tube lives your orifice tube. That is a filter as well as a metering device for the refrigerant. And it's also where the system turns from high pressure to low pressure. This hose up here is your liquid line coming out of the condenser, which is just inside, or actually just forward of the radiator. Now I had a compressor failure on this vehicle, so I opted to replace the condenser, and after trying to get some air to go through it, it proved to be the right choice. Over on this side, you have the inlet for the condenser, and this is your high side service valve, which, if you follow that line, comes over here, then goes straight down and into the back of the compressor. So this is a new compressor as well. The other line going into the back of the compressor is on the low side, and that's the line that goes up and over and across the firewall and back down and attaches to your accumulator. That's a low pressure line. That is where the compressor is being fed. So the cycle goes compressor, which is down here under the power steering pump. You can just about kind of see it there under the red bracket. Compressor compresses the refrigerant, sends it through this line into the condenser, through the condenser, out of the condenser. It's under high pressure and becomes a liquid. Goes through this line, goes down into the orifice tube, goes through the orifice tube, and then goes into goes into the evaporator, where the refrigerant is evaporated. It is turned from a liquid into a gas, then comes out here, filters through. Now it's really cold at this point, that's why you usually see the accumulator will have sweat on it. And then it comes up here. It's already a gas at this point. It goes through the gas hose, the low pressure hose, and follows around and goes back into the compressor. So I hope this video has been of some help to someone out there. It might be useful just in general for air conditioning knowledge, but certainly specific to the 92 to 95 F-Series. F150, F250, F350 if you happen to have one with 4.9 in it, but very specifically to the 4.9, but the information is good pretty much across models, across engines, and the air conditioning system really doesn't change even if it's a diesel. So if this was of any use to you, hit like, and see you on the flip side.